What's up, y'all? Lynn Ray here, just getting off of work. But today, March 4th, 2022, is the first week, concludes the first week of CDL school. And honestly, I'm going to tell you, zero complaints. Zero complaints in my book. It's been absolutely amazing. Um, it's been great. It's been great, honestly. So day number one, and if you haven't watched any of my videos, you can watch them. I'll put it one of these ways. I'm not sure which way the little card pops up. But I've got I'm starting a little playlist, a CDL school playlist. So I'll put the playlist, if I'm looking, I think it'll be on this side. But I'll put that up there. But if you haven't seen that, go watch that, right? So day number one was essentially just pre-trip practice. We did pre-trip the entire time and absolutely needed the instructor Reed. Great instructor, right? He has these little sayings, the propers or the 5-3s, and he has these little sayings that cause you to remember the specific parts that you're working on during the pre-trip. So excellent instructor. I only had him for one day, but I assume I'll probably be seeing him a little bit more next week. But he's a great instructor, honestly. And I only saw him for one day, but I could recognize that he knows what he's talking about. But the rest of the week I was working with Rick. So Rick is a highway, city, upshifting, downshifting, double clutching type instructor, right? He teaches the road portion of the class, or at least the first portion of the road portion. And excellent instructor again, zero complaints. So he taught us how to upshift, downshift, double clutch, how to drive in the city, drive on the highway. And it was absolutely great. He's a great instructor. He's very patient. He put us in real world situations, right? So driving narrow roads, cars on both sides. I was in a parking lot yesterday. Parking stalls on both sides of me. And I had to make a right-hand turn, missing a car and also a curb, right? Real world situations he put us in. Right. And, obviously he's supervising, doing his job, doing what he's supposed to do, but he's putting us into situations where we have to really focus and pay attention, and where we have to really understand that this job it's not a game, right? We could potentially hurt someone, kill someone, with these massive vehicles. But great instructor. Let me see. Today, I'll just give you another little example. Today we were going down a road. We were about to make a right-hand turn, and there was something blocking our turn, right? And we were unable to make the turn, right? So instead, real world situation, there was no way we're going to make that turn because there's traffic coming this way. There's something blocking us here. There was a vehicle actually blocking us over here. So there's no way we could have made that right-hand turn without hitting the light pole on the right-hand side. So real world situation, we just had to either we wait there for an hour for that vehicle to move, or however long it would have been, or we take a different route. So we took a different route. We came across this road. We made a right-hand turn. We ended up in this little area, this small road with cars on both sides, just barely enough room for the semi truck and another car to pass. And we had to make another right-hand turn on a small road, this really tiny road, still with cars lining the entire roads, and another semi truck coming at us. So real world stuff, right? And it was great. It was great. And I'm super appreciative of him for trusting us to actually do that, and not being like, hey, I need to get into the driver's seat and figure this out. Right. So we were able to get through that. I was able to get through it, and it was a blast. It was very informative. And I tend to like that type of training anyways, right? I like it when it's a little hard. It kind of stresses you out a little bit. It causes, at that point, you really have to make it happen. And it was great. It was great, honestly. So this school, so far, I've only been in the school for 1 week. I have zero problem recommending this school to people. It gets 2 thumbs up right now. I foresee it to have 2 thumbs up by the end as well, right? I'm not seeing anything wrong. Got this light in my eye over here. Next week, we'll be actually getting a new instructor where we'll be focused all on backing and pre-trip. So I'm pretty confident in my driving abilities, I'm not saying I'm the best trucker in the world. I'm not even a trucker yet. But I've driven semis in the past, and so I understand the theory behind driving a big truck, right? It was when I was in the Army, and so I've driven, and so I understand. So I don't really see, foresee myself having major issues with driving come test day. But backing, right? I haven't backed a trailer in a long time, right? And if you've backed a trailer before, you know it's not just as simple as putting it in reverse and going backwards and it goes wherever it goes to the right spot every single time. It's not. You have to have your input from your wheel. You have to make the trailer go where you want it. It's been a long time since I've backed a trailer. I don't want to say I'm concerned about it, because I'm not really, right? I know I'm going to get it. It's just going to take, some practice again. But so we're doing that next week. So backing all next week and pre-trip. So I'm super excited about that, and I am can't wait. So yeah, that's all I got. Oh, so anyways, at the beginning of this video, I pointed at my hat. This is it says, you know what we doing, WTM. Right, so this is Trucking with Tay. I bought one of his hats. I like it. It's a nice hat. I like it, right? What do you think? What do you think? Think it looks all right? So, purchased one of his hats. I love his YouTube channel. Super good guy. Lots of positive energy. Yeah, every video I watch of his gets a like. Boom, gets a like. Because he seems like a genuine guy. He's got positive energy. Yeah, so if you haven't seen his videos, go check him out. I'm sure you've seen his videos. If you're anywhere in the trucking industry, you've probably heard of him. He was on the Asian My Show at one point. But yeah, subscribe to his channel. He's a good dude, right? Also, another one of my favorite YouTubers is the Ubiest. That would be 50 Plus Trucking. Really good guy. He's been in the industry, I think, about 2.5 or 3 years now, and very informative. He's over 50 years old, and he got into the trucking industry to help out one of his sons. His son, I guess, one or two of his sons is in the trucking industry, and they're trying to start a heavy haul business. And so he got into the trucking industry to learn it, so he can figure out how to help and figure out a way to help his sons pursue their goal. And I think that's super cool. And so he puts out lots of really good information, and he is worth a subscribe as well. He gets a like every time he comes on as well. But that's all I got. So thanks for watching, and talk to y'all next time. Peace.